Oh, essentially, I saw three major impact on our clients. The first one, our clients saw the need to reevaluate their priorities and goals, and even look at their internal processes to make sure that they are compliant and to address any potential disputes and issues affecting their business. The second one is the pandemic forced them to look for opportunities, growth of opportunities, or opportunities to expand their business, or opportunities to transform their business to make it more viable. And then finally, as I mentioned, the pandemic forced our clients to transform whether their entire business models or part of their business models to maximize the opportunities presented by the developments in relation to the pandemic. And mindful of these impact on our clients, we developed a 3R strategy in order to assist our clients. So these 3R stand for resilience, recovery, and renewal. So resilience, we assisted clients navigate through the difficulties during the early onset of the pandemic. And then we saw a lot of our clients hurdle the resilience phase and was able to, I guess, absorb the impact of the pandemic quite positively. And then we assisted them in ensuring that they are able to maximize the opportunities presented to them, and then also help them transform their business models to be more compliant in a world where the pandemic has affected the world economy. That's a very difficult question. The legal environment, the legal market, it's really quite competitive at this day and age. And even in the Philippines, there are a lot of outstanding firms, a lot of outstanding lawyers, and making yourself stand out is really quite a challenge. So it's a difficult question to answer. Nevertheless, I've always seen our firm to be ahead of the curve at least in the Philippines, in terms of providing legal services. One, in terms of technology. We've always been able to use technology to help our clients address their various legal issues and concerns. And we've always been unparalleled in terms of the use of technology in providing legal services. Second, we've always been proud of the strong practice groups that we have in the firm. We have practice groups for all the major practice areas of the legal profession. But aside from our practice groups, we've also ensured that we look at the industries of our clients from their own perspectives. That's why we have, aside from practice groups, our own industry groups in the firm. So that way, we not only provide legal advice from the perspective of practice areas, but also we tailor those advice to match the industries in which our clients work. So the result of this is that we deliver services to our clients, not from the perspective of practices, but from the perspective of service lines. So our clients can be confident that we bring the entire firm to them to address all their needs, not just from the perspective of one practice area, but from the perspective of their industry, and whatever they need to address their issues from an industry perspective, we are able to provide it to them. And of course, as a member firm of Baker McKenzie International, we are distinct from both local firms in the Philippines as well as international firms. So while we are a Philippine law firm, as an independent member of Baker McKenzie International, we also have the benefit of a global perspective, and we are able to provide and our relationship with member firms of Baker McKenzie International allow us to provide a global service to our clients, especially in matters involving multi-jurisdictional transactions or disputes.
The answer is a definite yes. Even prior to the onset of the pandemic in 2020, we at Quisumbing Torres already knew that the legal service demand from our clients were changing. But prior to addressing this change in client demands, we had to make sure that we were technologically equipped to provide seamless client service, even if there was any type of business disruption. And it was good that in our firm, we always made provisions for business continuity so that the disruption of any, say, natural calamity, or in this case, the pandemic, would not be an issue for us. And this was, in fact, the case because the transition from working from the office to working from home was seamless. The delivery of the required work to our clients was not interrupted at all. In fact, even our non-legal staff were immediately provided with tools to allow them to work from home. But of course, more important is that we were ready to address the changing demands from our clients. And we know that our clients needed a service provider who understands their business, who understands the industry where they are situated in, a service provider that can provide innovative thinking and solutions to their complex problems quickly through quality advice and technology, and provide practical real-world solutions to their problems through the harnessing of the talents of their people, innovative processes, as well as technological tools. In Quisumbing Torres, we have an innovation strategy called Reinvent. Reinvent brings together our innovation and business transformation solutions under one umbrella. We realized that there was a need to reorganize our grouping. So in addition to our practice groups, we also have our industry groups. And we needed to realign our services so that we created our service lines to address the different needs of our clients. So under Reinvent, we have a number of initiatives. And I would like to cite just a few, which are routinely used by our firm. These are: first, we have legal project management that ensures that the matter progresses to our mutually agreed and defined goals with a client. We have alternative legal services, which works on the principle that we should be able to deliver the service to our client using the most cost-efficient fee-earning resource. Third is we have the contract companion tool. Now, this utilizes the latest artificial intelligence to assist us in reviewing documents and proofreading documents, and which reduces the time to need to proofread documents by at least 90%. And finally, we have what is called the client intelligence. We've spoken to our clients, and more our clients are demanding that we provide them with predictions on emerging risks 1, 2, 3 years down the road. So they are no longer interested in being provided with risks under current laws and regulations. What they want is for us to examine pending legislation in Congress, potential policy shifts in government offices that they work with, and identify potential risks to their businesses and their industry. So what we did was we formed client teams, and we partnered with different service providers to help us monitor and predict these risks and emerging risks so that we can provide the needed service to our clients. So these are just some of the tools, innovation tools that we have in Quisumbing Torres, so that we can provide seamless and quality advice to our clients.
Through the years, we have observed and come to know that our clients want and appreciate holistic and integrated solutions to their business challenges, delivered by law firms that are true experts in what they do. Our response to this client requirement is service lines. Service lines typically represent cross-practice solutions to our clients' most pressing business challenges. As a result, it's our opportunity to show what we do best. We have 5 service lines at the moment. 1, digital transformation. 2, future of work. 3, supply chain. 4, restructuring and insolvency. 5, sustainability, including energy transition. To elaborate, so 1, digital transformation. We assist clients with their digital journey, taking out the tech hypes and identifying legal risks and opportunities so that the journey of our clients will be successful. Number 2, future of work. How work is delivered is a work in progress. It's an evolving thing. As an employment lawyer, it's the closest to my heart among the 5 service lines. I'm always in the lookout for the next big thing. At the moment, the current big items are what will be the workplace of the future, especially after the pandemic. Is it, back to the office entirely, hybrid, or full remote? There's also the concern of non-traditional worker relationship. Then there's AI in recruitment, employee management. So we assist clients to ensure that they're ready for the future of work. Number 3, supply chain. It's a term we see in the news lately, and our job is to strengthen the supply chains of our client to ensure that their business continues without disruption, or if there's disruption, there's a backup plan. Number 4, restructuring and insolvency. So it does not involve only business enterprises that are facing financial difficulties. We have clients who are doing very well, but they want to do better. That's where we come in. For those who do not do very well, so we work in almost all areas. We assist business enterprises facing financial difficulties, helping them overcome those difficulties. Or we assist stakeholders in those business enterprises facing financial difficulties. Or we can even assist business enterprises who are not involved in the business enterprises facing financial difficulties, but they're interested to participate in those business enterprises. And the last, sustainability. So it's also another term that we see in the news, especially with the ongoing COP26 in Scotland. So we help our clients transition from aspiration to action, helping them identify what are needed and how they should be done. So those are our 5 service lines.
Our commitment to inclusion and diversity is an important component of our firm's strategies. And through our various I&D initiatives, we want to develop an inclusive and diverse team and to work towards inclusive representation at all levels in the firm. And I would say, most importantly, we want to encourage all the individuals in the firm to contribute their ideas and skills and to achieve a sense of well-being and purpose at work. And if I may share, earlier this year, we officially changed our use of the term diversity and inclusion to inclusion and diversity. And this is really to stress the importance of inclusion, because we recognize that while we can create a diverse team, at the end of the day, it will be meaningless if our firm's culture does not offer a sort of like a safe space for all individuals to be heard. And I'd like to share some of our recent I&D initiatives. So we have I&D initiatives that focus on our people, such as our Women in Law series of Quisumbing Torres, which features the talent of our female lawyers and partners and covers topics that aim to really build awareness in support of female lawyers in the legal practice. And we also have a LIFT program, which supports the progress of high potential female partners to even more senior leadership roles within the firm. And as a counterpart to that, we have the RISE program, which is sort of like a mentorship program for associates in their career development in the firm. In terms of progress, currently, at least 30% of our partners are women. And in the corporate and commercial M&A group, which I head, at least 50% of all the lawyers are women also. In our business services team, we have an all-female set of professional business managers, and our COO and CFO are also female. To help foster a culture of inclusion, we have organized various seminars that really focus on the role of IND and the LGBT plus in the workplace. And we participate in activities for International Women's Day and during Pride Month. We also promote IND conditions in the workplace, such as by providing, a nursing room for our female lawyers, and by including same-sex and common law partners as dependents in our health insurance benefits for our employees, and by adopting a gender-neutral dress code policy in the office. And finally, in the area of client engagement, we ensure that we have inclusive and diverse teams to support our clients. And we have collaborated with clients on various IND initiatives, such as joint IND seminars, and by engaging clients as panelists in our own IND events, and by sharing best practices with client teams in IND roundtable sessions.
Indeed, it's very important for us as a law firm in the Philippines and in Southeast Asia to deal with that question. One must accept the fact that the subject of sustainability is not well known globally, and therefore such challenges are amplified in Southeast Asia, where you have growing economies. So that is the first key to how one introduces a new area of service in the business field and in the field of law in a country where the economy is a growing economy. So while it will definitely influence and shape what we do as a law firm, because we will be the first to go to market with this concept and this service line, we will respect the fact that the pace of acceptance of the concepts of sustainability in the field of environment, in social responsibilities, in innovations in governance must not be a one-size-fits-all. It must admit to different stages and phases and speed by which the acceptability levels are make sense for our clients. There will be some of our clients who will know it because they are part of global organizations that have adopted it globally. But there will be some of our clients who are local, who are new to this concept, and therefore we must be able to respect their pace. But what is clear is that sustainability is no longer what it was, 10 years ago, where it was nice to have, but not must have. No, sustainability is now a key driver of business performance and of value creation, and that every business must consider the concepts that are aligned with sustainability in all its business decisions. And as a firm, we must be there to assist our clients deal with that, accept it, and be the lawyer and the legal advisor who will be with them in the journey for a more purposeful, quality, and relevant business and sustainable business operations in our jurisdiction. I think I will answer that in two approaches. One, I will tell you what our sustainability strategy is as a firm, as an employer, and as a responsible member of the business community. The other, I will speak about what we intend to do in our strategy and what do we tell our those who rely on us for advisory on how what is the strategy for them. Um, of course, while my perspective may be two, the approach should not be any different. It will be the same. We should practice what we preach. Um, I guess in every the saying that a journey of 1,000 steps um, begins with the first step um, will be what will be guiding our sustainability strategy. Uh, as a firm, Quisumbing Torres, being part of the global firm of Baker McKenzie, have actually developed um, a strategy that aligns with steps. Um, our, you know, if you spell steps, it really represents an approach to managing a sustainability strategy if you are a responsible member of the business community. We intend to pursue that for ourselves, and we intend to pursue it, and we are pursuing it for ourselves now, and we intend to guide our clients on how to pursue it. Quite briefly, steps will represent first the scoping of what needs to be done and what is achievable in terms of what are your achievable where you are first, baselining, where you are in terms of your environmental goals, your governance goals, and your social responsibility goals, and how you want to imbibe this in your decision making, your governance structure, where you are at that, what are the challenges, regulatory, etc., and then creating that. So first we have to scope it. Then we have to set targets. Targets are important because target represents movement forward, and that is our next step, is to set goals for us. We will do this by helping you through baselining, the audits, and quite a number of other steps that will tell you what you should be looking at, what is in the market, what are the proponents and the global practices are, the global best practices are for an entity to pursue a holistic and very strong and aggressive sustainability strategy. Then after the targets, we've got to be able to execute. We will help you through that. So we will have plans to execute our strategy and our targets. And execution is as difficult as creating the targets, because that's where you face the challenges and the uphill issues that need to be addressed so that you get over the humps and achieve what those targets are. Now, after you execute, then you got to be able to see progress. You've got to be able to see and account for what you have done and what else you need to do. And we will have that assistance and presence as we advise our clients. And of course, finally, it's important to remember that we have to continue and not be static. Although you've had gains, you've got to look at where or what's coming in the horizon. We have to be able to define a continuous movement forward, and be ready for that. So that's how we will define our strategy. Again, we will have our own journey as an organization, our law firm in the Philippines, but we have always pride ourselves into walking the talk. We do what we tell others to do, and we share what we learn with our clients, and we will journey with our clients together in this quite interesting and necessary way to do business in the future.